Hi everyone, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. For today's All Signs, I pulled out some pre-shuffled oracles for each zodiac sign, and then I'm going to be looking at the current energy supporting you, the energy challenging you, what potential actions to take, and then looking at the hidden energy. Timestamps will be included in the description box, and I will see you at your sign. All right, Aries, you're up first. Let's see what your overarching cards are. Love, so unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, and selflessness. And then my own energy. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It's up to them to do the rest. Okay, so the overarching energy that I'm getting, things that you should be thinking about right now is what's aligned with your highest good, right? So I'm feeling like empath energy here. Oftentimes we take and absorb the energy of others and make it ours, right? And I feel like what you need to be aware of is the tendency to do that, and potentially focusing more on the self and your own energy. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. Let's get into energy supporting you, energy challenging you, what potential actions to take, and then the hidden. Show me Aries, love, and my own energy for Aries. Show me love and my own energy for Aries. Love and my own energy for Aries. Energy supporting, energy challenging, potential actions, and the hidden. One more, Spirit. Love and my own energy for Aries. All right. Energy supporting, Four of Swords. Energy challenging, Two of Cups. Potential actions, King of Pentacles, and the hidden, Knight of Swords. Okay. All right. So let me get some clarifiers out here. Can I see the Four of Swords? Four of Swords, Two of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Knight of Swords. I'm gonna get all the clarifiers out, and then we'll take a look at each of the placements. Two clarifiers for each, Spirit. One more. Two clarifiers for each. Okay. So what I'm seeing for the energy supporting you right now, Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so feeling very kind of lit up about the potential of stability, home life, security, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords. You're gaining new perspective about your material world, about your 3D reality. Ace of Wands, that information is coming in. And on the Four of Swords, we have that internal rest of trying to gain new clarity. So this is that self energy, really going within the self in order to gain a new perspective about your stability, about your 3D world. Okay. Ten of Pentacles includes our family, our friends, our partnerships, our children, anything that we are connected to in our 3D reality. And I feel like Aries, you're really going within to examine these things. That's the supportive energy right now. The challenging energy, 2 of Cups, Queen of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So the challenging energy is really being in your head about what connections to break from and what connections to, which ones are going to be equal, which ones are going to be balanced, which ones are going to lend to reciprocity, which ones take my own energy and don't give back, and really being in, like, you're evaluating these things. So this is the challenging energy. Perhaps you're seeing that some of these connections that you have in your life are draining to you, and they actually contribute to a feeling of lack or poverty in some way. Over here, potential actions to take, Queen of Wands, 6 of Wands, and King of Pentacles. So definitely fighting for stability, fighting to be seen, fighting for wholeness. Being lit up. So a lot of wand energy here, as well as stability. So I feel like in my world, I want potential actions to take is that I need to feel good about the connections in my life, about my own energy, right? 6 of Wands, Queen of Wands. I need to feel empowered in my world. So this is potential actions to take, specifically in regards to stability. Okay. So to help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It's up to them to do the rest. So I really see a focus on the self here and what is appropriate for my material world, what I want it to be. I want my world to not be feelings of lack, but instead feelings of recognition, of fire energy, of feeling whole within the self, of being able to feel confident, and really being able to experience joy rather than lack. Okay, the hidden energy, Knight of Swords, the Magician, the Moon. I feel like you've been manifesting, perhaps unknown to you, to really take a look at these things, really take a look at connections in my life that actually lend to a feeling of lack or poverty, or abandonment in some way, or even self-abandonment. And I see you taking action towards this. This is the hidden energy. I feel like you've been manifesting this, but perhaps not conscious of it. And Knight of Swords, I feel like this is potentially the desire to communicate these things outside of yourself. Okay, let's get some advice for you. Can I get advice for Aries? Advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. Okay. 3 of Cups. Yeah, what am I connecting to? What am I emotionally harmonizing? King of Swords, Three of Swords. I feel like here the advice is to communicate about the pain in your heart, perhaps those feelings of lack, perhaps the feeling of rejection, feeling left out in the cold, abandonment, and how it has created pain in your heart, and how you want to be and you want connections that feel emotionally fulfilling to you, that you can harmonize, that you can balance in a way that you feel seen and recognized for who you are, and that your energy is reciprocated. All right, Aries, I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Leo, for your overarching messages, poker face, taking a chance, risks and options, not showing your hand and gambling, and then hold lightly. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. This does not mean I love any less, but that I am open to the changes of life. Okay, so we have taking a chance, having options, and then not holding on to things too tightly. So I feel like a self-preservation energy there, but then also this dichotomy of being willing to take risks, right? I just recently heard like any love, right, is a risk. Doesn't matter how good it may appear, it's always a risk. And are people willing to actually take that risk, right? Okay. So I feel like giving over control outside of yourself. Let's see, energy supporting, energy challenging, potential actions to take, and then hidden for Leo. Getting that sense of like holding your cards close to your chest. Energy supporting, Seven of Cups. Energy challenging, the Fool. Potential actions to take, the Hierophant. That's beautiful energy. And then in the hidden, King of Cups. Wow. Okay, so let's get your clarifiers out. 2 clarifiers for each for Leo Spirit. One more. 2 clarifiers for each for Leo. For the Seven of Cups, we got the Page of Swords and Strength. There's you, Leo. Strength. For the Fool, we have the Queen of Cups and the Devil. Okay. We have the Hierophant, 10 of Cups, and the Emperor. And then in the hidden, we have King of Cups, Death, and the World. Interesting. Okay. So what I am seeing in your supportive energy, 7 of Cups, Page of Swords, and Strength. So really taking a look at options. Could be options in love. I'm definitely seeing that, especially with that hold lightly card, or just in connections in general. So really remaining empowered, remaining in strength, but remember that we can use strength to pull things towards us or to push things away. So I see you taking a look at the options that you have, and really kind of trying to cut through illusion, and really trying to see things very clearly. Which options do I want to pursue, right? you're taking a look at these things. That's the supportive energy. The challenging energy is the Fool, Queen of Cups, the Devil. So I'm really seeing the Devil more as fear. That's that self-preservation mode. Like, I don't want to get hurt, right? But there's a passionate new beginning here, and you feel called to it. Queen of Cups. You're lit up in the heart space. You're feeling a lot of emotions, and you're wanting to take that leap from the heart. But it is challenging you just because of fear. So perhaps that poker face, you haven't really been showing your hand. It could potentially represent harm to you in some way, right? But remember what I said, any leaps of faith towards love automatically comes with some risk. Potential actions to take: the Hierophant, 10 of Cups, the Emperor. This is beautiful energy. Claim happiness that is aligned with your highest good. The Hierophant. Commit to it. Commit to the 10 of Cups. Commit to, when I look out on the horizon, I want to see this person, right? I want to see them in my world. I want to give emotionally from my heart to this individual. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming this happiness. I'm claiming this commitment because I know it's right for me. I know that it's aligned with my highest good. All right, so that's the potential action to take. And then in the hidden, what I see is King of Cups. I do see this as outside of you because you show me yourself as the Queen of Cups. Here we have the King of Cups, death in the world. Something is shifting. Something is transforming within this individual. But this individual is full of love. King of Cups. They may not be the most expressive, right? But they're full of love. They know how to claim their love. And something is transforming within this individual. Perhaps they're closing out cycles. There's a sense of completion when it comes to this individual, and a transformation energy here. Okay, let's take a look at advice for you. Can I get advice for Leo? This is beautiful energy, Leo. Just seeing that. Take a chance, because it looks beautiful. There's matching counterparts here. So much love and strength, and let's see. Advice for Leo. One more. Advice for Leo. 3 cards for advice for Leo. Four of Cups, the Magician, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, nurture your manifestation, right? Yes. Could it result in disappointment? Yes. But are you going to reach for that cup that's being presented to you? This is something that you have drawn in for yourself, and it makes you feel empowered. It makes you feel like on top of your world. And I think the advice here is you can either take a chance and take a risk and nurture the manifestations of your heart. That's Queen of Pentacles energy, very nurturing energy. Or you can lean into potential disappointment, right? So I feel like the advice here for you, Leo, is to take a chance, take a risk, commit to the things that you feel are aligned with your highest good, that manifestation that you have drawn in. You've created this, right? You've aligned yourself with this potential option. All right. I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hey Sag, for your overarching cards, we have Coffin, New Beginnings, Liberation, Reborn, and Transition, and Tragic Endings, and then New Adventures. Today I open myself up to new adventures. I go out and do something I've been holding back from. I move through the fear rather than letting it control me. I trust my intuition and follow my desires. All right, very interesting. So with every ending, there becomes a new beginning. So that new adventure card. Let's see what your cards are. Energy supporting, energy challenging, potential actions, and hidden energy spirit. All right, so new beginnings for Sag. Potentially closing out of some things in order to step into a new beginnings. Let's do 2 more for Sag. Coffin and New Adventures for Sagittarius. Energy supporting the Emperor. Okay. 2 of Wands in the energy challenging. 8 of Cups in potential actions to take. And then the hidden, the Fool. I love this for you, Sag. All right, let me get out your clarifiers. Ooh. The Hierophant wants to show itself. So commitment to the higher self. Commitment to the path that's right for you. Can I get clarifiers for Sagittarius? 2 cards for each spirit. Clarifiers for Sagittarius. All right. One more. Clarifiers for Sagittarius. The Emperor clarified by the Moon and 10 of Cups. Okay. 2 of Wands clarified by the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. Okay. 8 of Cups clarified by the 3 of Cups and 3 of Swords. And then the Fool clarified by Ace of Swords and 4 of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so energy supporting you. The Emperor, the Moon, 10 of Cups. Emperor, the Moon, 10 of Cups. So I feel like here the energy supporting you is that you know how to stand empowered, right? You know how to claim the things and to have authority in your life. Specifically in this case, in regards to your 10 of Cups, what is going to bring you happiness? What is going to bring you joy? What is going to bring light into your life? What are the emotional connections in your life that are going to bring you a sense of emotional fulfillment? The Moon energy, perhaps this has been underneath your Moon, so either A, not wanting to take a look at it, B, perhaps some connections in there that have been under your Moon that you haven't realized yet that, you know what, I do want them in my 10 of Cups. Or C, that there's been shifts in what ways you're wanting to show up in connections within the greater context of your life. I am feeling or getting a sense of you're contemplating with authority and standing in empowerment, what connections that are in the greater context of my life potentially need to close. Coffin. Okay, energy challenging you. 2 of Wands, the Hanged Man, the High Priestess. Okay, so being at a crossroads. 2 of Wands, it's also active decision making. High Priestess, Hanged Man. You aren't taking action yet. The Hanged Man, you've suspended all actions, you're gaining new perspective. The Hanged Man hangs upside down so that they can get a new perspective, and you are really attempting to rely on your intuition in regards to this crossroads that you're at. Potential actions to take: 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. What I see here is emotionally detaching from those connections that bring you pain in your heart, that leave you feeling like they're swords in your heart. They cause you pain. Perhaps there's been some hurt within particular connections. And the potential action to take is 8 of Cups, to emotionally detach, to walk away, coffin, right? And where you're walking, what's in your hidden energy, where you could potentially be walking towards, is the Fool. New beginnings in relationships based on hard-earned truths, Ace of Swords. So where you're going into Hanged Man over here to gain new perspective, Ace of Swords, sharp insight is going to come in about stable relationship and new beginnings. So this is beautiful energy, new beginning, 4 of Wands. This could be relationship with another. It could just represent stability, and you're gaining new sharp insight, the kind of insight that we have to act upon. And I see that is the hidden energy, is that you can take actions towards that new beginning, which also represents a new adventure. Let's get advice for you. Can I get advice for Sagittarius? So this energy, this hidden energy is available to you. I do see sharp insight coming in. But right now you're at a crossroads and you're really trying to rely on your intuition and really make decisions accordingly. Okay. Advice for Sagittarius, 3 cards. Advice for Sagittarius, 3 cards. One more. Advice for Sag. Advice for Sag. The Chariot, Page of Wands, and 3 of Wands. Yeah, look towards the future with hope. Go in the direction of your heart, the Chariot. Look towards a new future. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands. That's looking forward with hope, with anticipation. And here's the emotional aspect, going in the direction that your heart is leading you. Potentially towards love, the Chariot energy. But the Chariot is just movement. It's movement towards that which we feel is right in our heart, and emotional fulfillment and fire. That, how do I say this? Well, it says here, I trust my intuition and follow my desires. What are your desires in this world? And go towards those. That's basically the advice here. All right, Sag, I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Taurus, let's take a look at your overarching cards. Okay, so engagement ring, higher commitment, eternity, partnership and union, and completion, and then together. I love working together with others and how it makes once impossible dreams possible. I see there is strength in unity and how much we can accomplish together. Asking for help is not weak, it is powerful. Okay, so a large emphasis here on a sense of community, of unity, of togetherness, higher levels of commitment, partnership, unions, and completions. This is beautiful energy. All right, let's get the energy supporting Taurus, energy challenging, potential actions to take, and what is in the hidden for Taurus. All right. energy supporting, energy challenging, potential actions, and the hidden for Taurus. Feel like a bringing together, bringing this energy together here. Let's do one more for Taurus. Energy supporting, energy challenging, potential actions, and the hidden. All right, Knight of Pentacles in your supportive energy. Ace of Pentacles in the challenge. Potential actions, Four of Swords. All right, and then in your hidden, the Emperor. Okay. All right, let me get your clarifiers out. Show me clarifiers for Taurus. 2 cards for each, Spirit. Potential or clarifiers for Taurus. Two for Taurus for each clarifying. I feel like there may be some anxiety about potentially committing or stepping into higher levels of commitment and unity. Let's do one more. Anxiety, some stuck energy around it, surrounding it. For the Knight of Pentacles, we have 10 of Pentacles clarifying, as well as Knight of Swords. Okay. For the Ace of Pentacles, we have 8 of Wands and 7 of Wands. Okay. For potential actions, 4 of Swords, the Moon, and 9 of Cups. Okay. And then for the Emperor, the hidden energy, 6 of Wands and Knight of Cups. Yeah, there is some anxiety here. Resistance to illuminating the heart's desires. So supportive energy, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. This is moving towards and communicating what you want your world to be. Potentially that you want long-term commitment, 10 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. So one very, very steady energy, slow and steady wins the race. And then one that is communicating. So perhaps you've been taking things very, very slow and making your way towards communicating that you do desire higher level of commitment. That's your supportive energy. Energy challenging, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. So here's the solid offer, Ace of Pentacles, and here's the resistance as well as the communication. So you've been resisting making some kind of offer for unity, for a solid offer of commitment. The Ace of Pentacles is very solid. We hope that the Ace grows into the 10, but there is resistance to communicating this. Okay, so communicating your long-term vision and that you want this level of commitment. 4 of Swords, the Moon, 9 of Cups. Potential actions to take is to gain new perspective. 4 of Swords. In regards to 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment, perhaps it's been underneath your moon. Okay, so gaining new perspective on your heart's desires that you haven't maybe wanted to take a look at, or that you haven't acknowledged to yourself. New insight is needed in regards to your heart and what it is that you actually desire. This is the potential action to take is to really step into that wish fulfillment, right? If you want something, make it happen, right? And then the hidden is the Emperor, Six of Wands, Knight of Cups. So this energy is available to you, claiming your emotions, claiming your heart space, moving in the direction of where your heart wants to go, and feeling confident in doing so, right? Six of Wands. Being triumphant, being successful, being victorious in delivering your heart to another. So this is the energy that is available to you. Standing in your authority, standing in your empowerment, and claiming your wish fulfillment, right? All right, let's get advice for you. So together and higher level of commitment. So I see a desire here, wanting to make an offer, wanting to let someone know that you want them in your world, you want a higher level of commitment, but there's some resistance to communicating this, and kind of holding back. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. One more. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. Five of Swords and Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like the advice here is stop overthinking. Look towards the direction that you're wanting to go. You know the truth of where your energy is pointing you. Ace of Wands. But you're overthinking it. And it can be a form of self-sabotage, right? So the advice here is there is a passionate new beginning available to you, and you need to look towards that direction and move towards it. And stop, get out of your head, right? All right, Taurus, I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Virgo, let's see what your overarching cards are. The Snake, competition and energy. The Other Woman, look over your shoulder. And then Follow My Joy. Today I will write down 10 things that I enjoy doing, the things that make me feel good and raise my mood. Then I'll pick one or as many as I feel guided to and go do it. When I am having fun and enjoying life, I am in a state of allowing for all that I desire. Okay, so the Snake and Follow My Joy. I feel like something is preventing you from following your joy. Let's take a look. Can I see what this is for Virgo? Can I see energy supporting, energy challenging, potential actions to take, and the hidden for Virgo? The Snake and Follow My Joy for Virgo. Let's do two more. Supportive energy, challenging, potential actions, and hidden. I'm feeling one more, Spirit. The Snake and Follow My Joy for Virgo. All right, supportive energy, Queen of Pentacles, Maiden of Wands in your challenge. Okay, potential actions, Queen of Wands, and then the hidden Four of Wands. Okay, all right, let's get some clarifiers out and then we'll take a look. Show me clarifiers for each placement, Spirit. 2 clarifiers for each. One more. Clarifiers for Virgo. All right. Queen of Pentacles is being clarified by the Star and Knight of Cups. Okay. Maiden of Wands is being clarified by Three of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. All right. Queen of Wands is being clarified by the Hanged Man and 10 of Wands. Okay. And then in the hidden, 4 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and Justice. Okay, so what I'm seeing in your supportive energy, Queen of Pentacles, the Star, Knight of Cups, there is something that you are wanting to nurture. You're wanting to put your heart into it. You're wanting to deliver your heart, Knight of Cups. It's very important to you, the Star. It's a vision that you hold for your path forward. It has a lot of significance. You want to choose it from the heart. You want to nurture it. This is the supportive energy. The challenging energy is actually doing so. 3 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Maiden of Wands. Wands is effort. So actually taking the steps forward to move in the direction of the future, right? This is challenging you right now. The Snake, something is preventing you from actually putting the effort forward and beginning to move, okay? All right. Energy that is potential actions to take. Queen of Wands. So here you're building into the Queen of Wands, which is that very decisive, like this is what I'm going to do. But once again, there's the resistance, the Hanged Man, 10 of Wands. There's a halt here because it's too hard. It's too heavy. It's hard to step into my fire, right? New perspective is needed. Hanged Man, 10 of Wands, about how difficult you believe it to be. Queen of Wands is empowered. The Queen of Wands, they know what they want to do and they do it, right? This is the potential action to take. And new perspective is needed about how, quote unquote, hard it is, right? And so there's the Snake, competition and enemy, the other woman, look over your shoulder. There's something that is keeping you withheld. 4 of Wands, so this is the hidden energy. 4 of Wands, Justice, 7 of Pentacles. Here's stability. This is stability, potentially in a relationship. 4 of Wands can be relationship harmony, success, joy, justice, the ability to balance, something that you want to nurture, and something that you feel is correct for you. There's stability there. There's justice available in this situation. But it's like, what is the thing that's holding you back, right? Is it fear? Is it overthinking? What is this feeling of it's too hard? So really think about that. And I feel like here Spirit is saying with that Follow My Joy card, go in the direction of what is going to bring you happiness, right? You show me the Star, Knight of Cups, Justice. That's powerful energy about what is correct for you and what your heart is where your heart is guiding you. Let's get advice for Virgo. Let's get advice for Virgo. Can I get advice for Virgo? Advice for Virgo. Advice for Virgo. Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and Queen of Cups. Yeah, new perspective is needed about being in this state of, I don't know what to do, indecision. Hanged Man, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Spirit here is saying, go with your heart. When we get too caught up in the mind, this is what leads us to this state of indecision. Go with your heart, right? Your heart is leading you, but you need to be able to allow it. And so new perspective is needed about being in this state of indecision and lack of movement. All right. I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Capricorn, let's see your overarching cards. All right, Paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, and the honeymoon phase. And then infinite creativity. At any moment, I am able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within me. Unique ideas flow through, each one capable of blossoming into beautiful creations. I love this energy. As soon as this one I turned over, I was like, I got the feeling or the sense of like creating a new picture, creating a new canvas for yourself, which is beautiful energy. What's going to bring you happiness and joy? What's going to bring you that sense of paradise and really tapping into creating that vision for yourself? Let's see energy supporting, energy challenging, potential actions to take, and then the hidden for Capricorn. Let's see. Supportive energy, challenging energy, potential actions, and the hidden. Let's do two more. Two more for Capricorn. One more. All right. Supportive energy, Four of Cups. Okay. The Magician in the challenge. Seven of Wands in the potential actions. And then the World in the hidden energy. All right, we'll definitely need some clarifiers here. Supportive energy, Four of Cups. This depiction of the Four of Cups card is very different and unique. I like it. Capricorn clarifiers, 2 for each placement, Spirit. Can we clarify this for Capricorn? 2 more. Clarifiers for Capricorn. Four of Cups is being clarified by the Page of Pentacles and Justice. Okay. The Magician clarified by the Two of Cups and Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Potential actions, Seven of Wands, the Devil, and King of Cups. Okay, and then the hidden energy, the World, 6 of Pentacles, and 5 of Cups. All right, so very interesting. I feel like in creating this new canvas of what is going to bring you happiness, what's going to bring you fulfillment and joy, like there may be the closing out of something. So in the supportive energy, 4 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and Justice. As I mentioned, this interpretation on this card, on the 4 of Cups, is very telling. 2 cups have like that colorful vibrant energy coming off of them. Two Cups do not. I feel like here the supportive energy is to make investments in those cups or emotional connections that actually fill you, right? That actually bring you a sense of justice, that you feel is balanced, that is fair, that is correct for you. So two cups that you were giving to potentially, there's a need to no longer give, right? And recognize those cups that actually fill your life with vibrancy and playfulness and joy and happiness, okay? And making investments towards that. For the challenging energy, the Magician, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, manifesting new connections, new love. This is challenging you. New love is challenging you. Balancing, equal give and take, right? Interesting. So perhaps the connections that you have like manifested over and over and over again, it's been a challenge to experience love within them. That's really how I'm seeing this. And then in turn, being able to manifest new opportunities where you can experience that love. Okay, so potential actions to take, Seven of Wands, the Devil, King of Cups. All right, so resisting, potential actions to take, resisting fears surrounding your heart, surrounding giving from your heart, potential actions to take. I feel like resisting the negative patterns, the Devil energy. So repetitious patterns surrounding the heart space. This is a potential action to take. So it's, I'm really getting like, resist those things that don't allow you to stand in the fullness of heart, right? King of Cups, that's a fullness of heart. That's so much love. And it's claiming, like, the King of Cups knows how to claim the love within them. But like resist the tendency to give to repetitious patterns, perhaps things that are not giving back to you, because this is like a manifestation, right, that we have here. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. I want something that's balanced. And then over here we have the World, Six of Pentacles, once again that balance, and Five of Cups. So there's a closing out of something that you have been balancing. It brings you a lot of sadness to have to do so. But it's like, I'm closing out these balances that I've been giving to, right? There's sadness associated with this. There's loss associated with this. But I feel like you're doing so because you want to create the vision, right? You want to create that new canvas where there's fulfillment and there's happiness and there's joy and there's equal reciprocity and there's love, right? We have on this card happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, and the honeymoon phase, paradise. You want to create that emotional paradise for yourself. All right, let's get some advice for you. Can I get advice for Capricorn? Advice for Capricorn. Yeah, you want to get out of this state of dissatisfaction. Four of Cups, that's dissatisfied energy. And you want to make new investments that you feel are right for you in the heart and that are equal, that are balanced, that are reciprocal, and that allow you to step into that paradise. All right, one more for Capricorn advice. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really taking a look at what's aligned with my abundance, what's aligned with my fulfillment, and what investments do I make according to that. What are the things that are right for me? Nine of Pentacles. What are the things that are aligned with my value, that are aligned with my worth? So the advice here is to take a look at those things and then make investments accordingly. All right? Is this aligned with my value, my worth, and the world that I want for myself? And then invest from that space. All right? I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Gemini, let's see your overarching cards. Wedding rings. Union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love and devotion, and then conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I'll be more conscious of what I choose to spend time thinking or speaking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. So I feel like that Empress energy here, like I'm not going to chase, I'm going to attract. Beautiful energy with the wedding ring. So union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love and devotion. Let's see what this is about. Let's see what this is about for Gemini. Show me Gemini. Supportive energy, energy challenging, potential actions, and what's in the hidden. Let's see, what is this for Gemini? What I focus on is what I attract. So I'm feeling like aligning ourselves with our own manifestations here. Let's do one more for Gemini. Supportive energy, death. Interesting. Energy challenging, Maiden of Pentacles. Potential actions, Four of Wands. There's that marriage, the celebration, the harmony. And then in the hidden, Knight of Wands. Interesting. The bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. All right, let's get your clarifiers out. Death. Supportive energy, something's transforming. Something is transforming. Possibly around Scorpio season. Show me clarifiers for Gemini. Clarifiers for Gemini. What is this? 2 cards for each. Let's do one more, Spirit. Gemini clarifiers. Death is being clarified by Strength and Page of Cups. Interesting. Maiden of Pentacles, Page of Voices, and 5 of Pentacles. Four of Wands by Ace of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, 8 of Swords, and 4 of Cups. I feel like overarchingly, there's an emphasis here on the mind and how it could potentially distract, right? From the actual desires of our heart, which is union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I'll be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking about. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. So changing the mindset and what we are focusing on naturally brings in the energy that we truly desire. So death, strength, Page of Cups, transformation in the heart space here. That's the supportive energy. Really recognizing the strength of our heart. And there's a transformation here. Page of Cups can also be like extending an apology or extending an expression of love. And it would take your strength to do so, and perhaps surrounding and ending death. If I look at it more from the mind space, really standing in the desires of your heart versus like negative thoughts that need to be shifted, right? Like ending those negative thoughts or focusing on potential endings rather than really recognizing and looking at the heart space and what's actually available. All right, so moving into the challenging energy, Maiden of Pentacles, so Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles. I feel like nurturing the environment rather than the mind. So transforming the mind space from feelings of lack or poverty, or this is never going to happen, to no, everything is possible, right? Queen of Pentacles. That's like nurturing that energy rather than the feelings of lack or abandonment or poverty or this is never going to happen for me. So there's a need here to take a look at that, right? Really knowing the things that I want to birth in my life, and moving into that space rather than I'm so focused on the lack in my life, if that makes sense. Energy to potential actions to take. Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Being at a crossroads, making decisions according to, like I said, the things that you want to birth in your life. New beginnings, Ace of Pentacles. Solid foundations. Four of Wands, that's that marriage energy, or it can be. It's stability, it's harmonious, it's celebratory union with another. It's the four walls that we exist within. Decisions need to be made about what is going to create that stability in your life that you want to nurture and bring in to existence. Okay, the hidden energy, Knight of Wands, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups. I think taking action towards the things that perhaps you haven't been wanting to see surrounding your unhappiness, Four of Cups. Also, the Four of Cups can be on the traditional representation on the Rider-Waite. There's three cups that are like spilled over, and then there's one cup that's being handed to the individual, but they're not paying attention to that one. They're paying attention to the spilled milk, right? This lack mindset that we see over here. So in the hidden energy, I feel like Spirit here is saying, take a look at that. Take a look at that lack mindset and how your thoughts and your attention and your awareness needs to shift from that to a mindset of abundance and stability. And I am going to get these things. I am going to have these things in my life because I'm calling them in and I'm aligning myself with it. All right, let's get some advice. Very interesting spread for you, Gemini. All right, advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini. 3 cards. Advice for Gemini. 1 more. Advice for Gemini. Ooh. Advice for Gemini. 7 of Cups. The World. Ace of Cups. Yeah, getting out of illusions, right? 7 of Cups can be options in love, the world, sense of like completion, like I've chosen the one that I want, Ace of Cups. So no longer like exploring options, like I'm closing that cycle out. I'm stepping out of like the illusions, or I no longer need to search because I know what is going to bring me fulfillment, right? So I feel like this is more like decision making here. This is exploration and that's ending. So whatever this is in regards to, no, like I know what I want, and I know what I want to birth in my life, and I know what's going to bring me emotional fulfillment, right? Changing the focus, right? All right, Gemini, I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Libra, let's see what your overarching cards are. Abundance, so positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and bliss and blessings, and then play. I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Yeah, fulfillment and abundance. This is beautiful energy. Let's see what this is for Libra. So having a positive mindset, only engaging in those things that bring you fulfillment, that bring you a sense of joy and satisfaction, being present, having gratitude, and how this manifests more abundance into your life. Let's see what this is for Libra. Let's do 2 more for Libra. All right, let's see for Libra. Supportive energy, Knight of Swords, challenging, 9 of Cups. All right, so there's the wish fulfillment, right? The World is potential actions to take, and then the Hierophant is the hidden energy. Interesting. All right. So let's see what this is about. Clarifiers for Libra. Clarifiers for Libra. One more. Clarifiers for Libra. Knight of Swords is being clarified by the 4 of Wands and 9 of Wands. Okay. 9 of Cups is being clarified by the Empress and 3 of Wands. Okay, the World, the Chariot, and the Sun. And then the Hierophant, 10 of Swords, the World. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you have experienced a lot of dissatisfaction and unhappiness. And I feel like you're getting into this space of, no, I need to like have more satisfaction and joy in my life, and I am manifesting that for myself. I am manifesting different emotions and fulfillments. So Knight of Swords, 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands. I feel like there has been some resistance to communicating or taking action towards something that you've been existing within. So it could be relationship energy. It's also the 4 walls that we exist within. 4 of Wands, right? It's something that provides for our stability. 9 of Wands, there's resistance to it. Knight of Swords, you know this to be true. Where's that resistance coming from for you? The challenge, 9 of Cups, what is going to bring me wish fulfillment? What's going to make me happy? And the Empress, 3 of Wands. I need to stand in my empowerment and look towards the future. Have hope for my future. Very interesting. You're resisting some form of stability. This could be work related, where it's like, no, I don't want this anymore. I need to resist it. I don't want to keep repeating the same patterns over and over again, expecting different results. This could be in relations to home or foundation. Like, I need to resist this. I know the truth now. This isn't necessarily what is right for me, right? In the challenge. And then over here, potential actions to take. The World, the Chariot, the Sun, closing out this cycle over here, and moving towards the direction of joy and fulfillment and abundance, right? This is being illuminated to you. This is potential actions to take, is to move in the direction of what is going to make you happy, what is going to bring you that joy and personal wish fulfillment. The hidden energy, the Hierophant, the World, 10 of Swords, something that you were committed to over here that was lending to your stability, closing it out. There's an ending here. It's painful. The World, you're closing it out, just like here where it's under contemplation as potential actions. The hidden energy that you can enact is to actually close this out. Something that you were committed to, and you do believe that it's aligned with your highest good, that it's going to bring you abundance, even though it creates some pain now. I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play instead of work, so it's actual enjoyment. I'm deeply fulfilled by all that I do. So I feel like there's a sense of obligation over here versus, no, I'm choosing this for myself and I'm moving in the direction of happiness. All right, let's get some advice for you, Libra. Very interesting. Can I see advice for Libra? Advice for Libra. 3 cards of advice for Libra. One more, Spirit. Libra. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a brand new beginning here. You feel very passionate about it. And 10 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands, 10 of Cups. You are moving towards what is going to bring you happiness. That's where you're putting your energetic efforts, your energetic push towards what is going to bring you stability and happiness. So over here, it looks like you had this stability, but it wasn't bringing you happiness. You're saying, I'm going to go in the direction of what's going to bring me the stability plus the happiness. You got a brand new beginning here, and it is aligned with your highest good. All right, Libra, I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's your overarching cards. Backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, and shocking attack, and then unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and ways of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. Interesting. So you may be feeling backstabbed by somebody, or just experiencing heartbreak and pain at this time. But Spirit's calling you to understand that everybody is different and they each have their own path. Your job isn't to change them, but simply to love them. Interesting. Interesting energy. Let's see what this is for Aquarius. I feel like whatever this is, it's like cracking you open. Cracking you open in the heart space to understand that your way isn't the only way. Your perspective isn't the only perspective. Not sure what this backstabbing is, but I really am seeing like that cracking open. Let's do one more for Aquarius. All right. Oops. All right. Supportive energy. Two of Pentacles. Okay, decision. Challenging energy, the Star. Potential actions to take, Maiden of Wands. And then the hidden energy, Four of Cups. All right, so you've been very unhappy and disappointed with something. You have a decision to make. The challenging energy is to go towards the vision for your path forward, the thing that you want to choose, the thing that the star is like our star pathway. It's what we desire for ourselves and for our life. And then there's the Maiden of Wands, so Queen of Wands, really taking action towards that. Let's see clarifiers for Aquarius. Going your own way, I just heard with the Maiden of Wands. Interesting. All right, let's see clarifiers for Aquarius. One more clarifier for Aquarius. Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, to go your own way, away from whatever is causing you pain in your heart. There's a decision here. There's also a fear of rejection here. Two of Pentacles, this is under contemplation. That's the supportive energy. But you have a blueprint. You have a desire that you want to move towards the star. Why is this challenging? Eight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, because you need to nurture communication in regards to that star pathway that you want for yourself. Yeah, like that, like I said, go your own way. So for some reason, I'm getting a sense of you living like a unique life, and you going in that direction, and perhaps someone else may feel backstabbed in some way from that, or you're separating from something in order to move towards something else. Maiden of Wands, this is the potential action to take. Knight of Wands and the Empress. Yeah, moving in the direction of your passion, the thing that you feel is you standing in your empowerment, going after the things that you desire, going after the star vision. This is the potential action to take, to stand in alignment within the self, to claim your authority, to claim your empowerment, and to go in the direction that towards that star. The hidden energy, Four of Cups, there's some unhappiness here. Two of Cups in reverse, and the Lovers. So you're breaking away from some kind of contract in order to move towards a more spiritually aligned, emotionally aligned contract. You have been feeling dissatisfied. Two of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be soul bond. This can be family. This can be partnerships that aren't necessarily lovers connections. They're more just, I'm balancing with you. I feel love for you. I'm balancing, equal give and take. Four of Cups, there was a lot of unhappiness in whatever this contract was, right? But here, there's a major decision to make about it, and could potentially be you making that decision. This is the hidden energy to do something about the unhappiness, right? So that's one way I can interpret it. I also could interpret it as there was a contract here with another, some kind of relationship, and it hasn't been, like it's not present anymore. It's brought you a lot of unhappiness, and you're making a decision about this. Potentially to rebloom, or to go your own way, towards a different vision. The other interpretation is that you're moving away from one contract in order to pursue a lover's connection. Okay. And in this, someone may feel backstabbed, right? There might be heartbreak and pain in this, but I need to go my own way, and I need to live my unique life. The star is very unique. No one else can choose it for you, right? All right, let's get some advice for you. That's your unique pathway. Let's get advice for Aquarius. I do feel like there needs to be a breaking away from something to pursue this star pathway. And it requires you to stand in empowerment and to move accordingly from that space. To allow you to live your unique life. Advice for Aquarius. Oops. Page of Wands, King of Cups, and Knight of Cups. Wow. Move towards delivering your heart, expressing your heart and your love. Move forward with hope and enthusiasm. That energy that's rising here. Be expressive of your heart. Yeah, so I do see you going towards a lover's connection. Here's the vulnerability, and here's the fullness of heart. And then the Page of Wands, taking action towards it, towards delivering your heart to another. So yeah, I feel like you need to break from something that you've been contracted to, in order to live your unique life, to deliver your heart to a lover's connection. And for some reason, it creates a sense of heartbreak and pain for someone else. And maybe them accusing you of like backstabbing them in some way. All right, Aquarius, I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Cancer, let's see what your overarching cards are. Passion, so insane, chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest and burning desire, and then playful. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? All right, I love this. So passion and playfulness. So really inviting positivity, sparks, interest, desires, playfulness, joy into your life, turning difficult situations, alchemizing them, and having them lend to bringing more positivity into your life. Let's see, 2 more for Cancer. What is this for Cancer, Spirit? All right, energy supporting you. 9 of Cups, that wish fulfillment. Energy challenging, 9 of Pentacles. All right. Maiden of Wands. And the actions to take. And then in the hidden, 2 of Cups. Interesting. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. There's that joy and happiness. Okay, so energy, let's get clarifiers out and then we'll talk about it. Can I see clarifiers for Cancer? I feel like you know what you want. You know what you want to have in your life at the present time. Let's see. Let's do one more for clarifiers for Cancer. Nine of Cups is being clarified by the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups again. Yeah, investing in what makes me happy. What will bring me fulfillment? What's going to bring that zest into my life? That sun energy into my life? The challenge is 9 of Pentacles. So standing in my worth, standing in my value, potentially standing in independence. Let's see. Ooh, the Tower. The Wheel. You gaining sharp insight about independence, about your value, your worth, and moving forward. Change. Something is changing here. All right, Maiden of Wands, strength, and King of Swords. Yeah, making decisions regarding where you're going to put your energy towards. And then in the hidden energy, 2 of Cups, King of Pentacles, and 5 of Swords. Interesting. The bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. All right, so your supportive energy that I'm seeing is you know what to invest in. You know what is going to bring you personal happiness. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups. You know what makes you feel joy and what does not, right? Interesting. And you want to invest in yourself. You want to invest in the things that bring you that sense of playfulness in your life and that passion and that zest and that burning desire within you. 9 of Pentacles, this is the challenge, the Tower, the Wheel. I feel like sharp insight has come in about what abundance looks like for you. What does that look like for you? It's like, what is going to bring me that happiness and that fulfillment? Perhaps you've not been feeling that, and you're coming to a conclusion here of, I need to make changes, right? I want to feel passion in my life. I want to feel the sun. I want to feel playful. There's sharp insight being gained about this and what potential changes, what changes need to be made in order to progress. And then here, potential actions to take is to make decisions regarding really where you're going to point your energy. What are you going to use your energy reserves for? It's going to require your strength. It's going to require decisions. I feel like this is interesting. Aquarius, I was getting like go your own way, and I'm getting that same thing off of this energy. This Queen of Wands energy, which is a very empowered energy. The Queen of Wands with the King of Swords, that's like very empowered, decisive energy. I know what I do, and I'm going and I know what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. All right, so this is the potential action, but I do see it requiring your strength to do this. And then in the hidden energy, we have 2 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. You're overthinking some connection, some contract that you have. 5 of Swords. The insight has come in regarding this, and here's that King of Pentacles, and how you want to stabilize it. King of Pentacles is stability, or you're overthinking the stability of this particular contract. This could be work, this could be family, this could be a lover's connection. Let me get, what is this? 6 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like moving away from it. Moving away from it so that you can pursue passion and playfulness and the sun. Let's get advice for you. Maybe we'll get more on advice. But this is sharp insight about changes that need to be made so that you can actually work and invest in yourself and what is going to bring you happiness and desire and joy and passion into your life. You want to feel equal interest. You want to feel burning desire. I do feel like it requires you to make decisions about this 2 of Cups. If you have Aquarius in your chart, you might want to check theirs out, Cancer. Kind of a similar energy. Let's do one more for advice for Cancer. Eight of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and 5 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you investing in yourself and moving forward, it's going to bring you victory. It's going to bring you confidence. It's going to okay, I'm pursuing those things that are right for me, my wish fulfillment, but it also comes with loss. Yeah, so I feel like you're moving away from something in order to pursue your own happiness, and it is going to come with loss and grief, right? And you're overthinking that in the hidden energy about making this decision. All right, Cancer, I hope that this helped you. Take care. Scorpio, let's see what your overarching cards are. Girl with a snake, charmed or used, enable, and boundaries, and then expressing love. Today I notice the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. Okay, so let's see, very interesting. Girl with a snake, so being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So boundaries are needed, and then expressing love, appreciating the things, appreciating the people in your life, and taking a moment to send them love. Two very different energies. Let's see here. Girl with the snake and expressing love for Scorpio. Can I see what this is for Scorpio spirit? Can I see what this is for Scorpio? I'm getting more of that sense of enabling boundaries. Like maybe boundaries may be necessary in some of your connections. Let's do one more. Girl with a snake and expressing love for Scorpio. King of Cups, and your supportive energy, the Star, and the challenging, 9 of Cups, and the potential actions to take, and then 5 of Pentacles in the hidden energy, bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, feeling of lack versus, and breakage versus, equal balance and reciprocity. Interesting. Let's get out your clarifiers. Can I see clarifiers for Scorpio? King of Cups is like a very loving individual. They have so much love in them. Let's see. Clarifiers for Scorpio. Let's do 2 more clarifiers for Scorpio. Strength, Ace of Swords. Sharp insights coming in about someone's heart. King of Cups. Or about your own heart, right? This could be you. Is this Scorpio? No. Someone you're connected to. Okay, let me see the Star. 6 of Cups and Awakening. Some kind of awakening about 6 of Cups, a soul bond in your life. It also could be memories of the past, the Star, the vision for the path forward. 6 of Cups. Is this childhood stuff or is this a person, Spirit? 6 of Swords. It's moving away from something. 3 of Wands into the future. Okay. Let's see. Let me get the rest out. 9 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. King of Cups. King of Cups, King of Cups. Yeah, you're moving away from somebody. Sharp insight has come in. Girl with the snake. Charmed or used. Enable your boundaries. Sharp insight is coming in about somebody that you feel has a fullness of heart. But there's an awakening about the path forward. What the vision is, perhaps, with this soul bond. Sharp insight has come in about this. And here, the potential action to take is what's aligned with my heart space and what I desire for myself. What's my wish fulfillment? And there's breakage here from this King of Cups. Doesn't necessarily have to be a male. It's just the energy. And then the hidden is the 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. You're going to resist holding on to this. You're breaking from it. I feel like this is an alignment. Whoever this is, they're not aligned with your vision. In the path that you want for yourself. Yeah, 3 of Cups. You want a path where you feel harmonized and very emotional connection. So King of Cups they have a lot of love. They claim it. They know how to claim it, but they're not the most expressive. And I feel like you have some insight, sharp insight has come in that maybe there's not an alignment here in terms of the vision for the future. Yeah, charmed or used, enable your boundaries and express love to those that you appreciate in your life. Okay, let's get some advice from you. This is very interesting, but I see you discovering something about this individual that is not aligned with your path forward, and you're resisting holding on to it. You're breaking from it because you want to pursue what's going to bring you personal fulfillment. All right, let's see. Advice for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio. Justice, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like the advice here is do what's right for you in your world. What things are aligned with the world that you want to create for yourself? What things are aligned with your vision? What's just and correct for you? And build that. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. What's going to contribute to your overarching vision that you have for your life, the star. All right, Scorpio, I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Pisces, let's see what your overarching cards are. Shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise and epiphany and transformation, and then opportunities for growth. Everything is happening for me and my evolution. I am not a victim of the things that happen. I take ownership of my life and make the best of challenges along my journey. I see how difficult moments help me to become my best version, and I am thankful for them. All right, so I'm seeing Tower energy here, some shocking epiphany. Towers are always meant for our highest good, but they are difficult. And I think here the overarching energy is that we need to see them as opportunities for growth. We're not victims. It's for our growth and for our own evolution. With Tower energy, illusions and delusions come down. And it can be really uncomfortable, but it's always meant for our highest good and our growth. Let's see what this is for Pisces. Can I get more on this for Pisces? Sudden change, shocking news, surprise and epiphany, and transformation. My difficult moments help me to become the best version of myself, and I am thankful for them. So having gratitude, it's so hard to do, right? It's so hard to do when we're in those power moments of sudden change and uncomfortable truths. And all right, let's see. 2 more for Pisces. Supportive energy, challenging energy, potential actions, and then hidden. Let's do 1 more. Supportive energy, challenging energy, potential actions to take, and then the hidden. I'm feeling 1 more. Maybe there's been a building up to this Tower energy. Let's see here. Supportive energy, Ace of Swords. There's the truth. There's the sudden truth. There's the insight. This is the kind of insight that we have to act upon. Six of Wands in the challenge. Feeling confident, feeling seen, feeling recognized, feeling acknowledged, feeling confident. Eight of Swords in the actions to take, potential actions to take, see things clearly. And then in the hidden, King of Cups, a fullness of heart. All right, Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So decision that needs to be made. Let's see what this is for you. Can I get clarifiers for Pisces? 2 cards for each. Clarifiers for Pisces. 2 cards for each. What is this? Can I get clarifiers for Pisces? 2 cards for each. Let's do one more. Clarifiers for Pisces. All right. So Ace of Swords clarified by 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. King of Wands. Okay. 6 of Wands. Knight of Swords. 5 of Swords. 8 of Swords. King of Cups. There it is. King of Cups. Hanged Man. And then King of Cups, 4 of Wands, and the Hermit. All right, so whatever this is, you're going deep within regarding the stability of whoever this is, King of Cups. All right, Ace of Swords, sharp insight has come in, and it's lending to King of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, to taking action towards potentially breaking from something. It's hard truth. I'm feeling anger here. But it's resulting in a breakage, okay? 6 of Wands, so this is your challenging energy. 6 of Wands, Knight of Swords, 5 of Swords. So a lot of like being in the mind, trying to understand, trying to make sense of the situation. How did I feel confident in this? Why was I moving towards this? Six of Wands can be like pride and ego. 5 of Swords, King of Swords, or Knight of Swords. I feel like this was something that you maybe like move towards quickly. Knight of Swords is very like swift energy. Like I felt confident in this, but maybe I shouldn't have. 5 of Swords. Maybe I should have thought more about this. 8 of Swords, here's something we weren't seeing. So potential actions to take. 8 of Swords, Hanged Man, really gain new perspective about what you weren't seeing regarding somebody's heart. King of Cups. What was I not seeing? I moved towards this very quickly. I felt confident in it. I felt seen. But some insight has come in, sharp insight, tower energy, where it broke that illusion down. And now you're having to kind of reflect and gain new perspective on what was I not seeing about somebody's heart, specifically, King of Cups. And then over here, the hidden energy is that more insight is needed about the stability of this and about somebody's heart. King of Cups again. All right, let's get some advice for you. But I think the overarching energy is that this is an opportunity for growth and understanding of the self. It looks like you're taking a look at this. I feel like whatever this is, you are angry about it, but you're also like, I'm trying to understand what was I not seeing, because I felt so confident in it. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. One more advice for Pisces, 3 cards. Advice for Pisces. Six of Cups, Knight of Swords. There's the Knight of Swords. 7 of Wands. There was resistance here. I feel like, who's the 6 of Cups? Is this the King of Cups? Let me see. 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Someone that's caused you pain and you're angry about it. The Devil, they're attached to the Devil, which means it's a repetitious like pattern, behavior. I feel like here Spirit is saying your advice is to take action towards looking at patterns, and patterns that have specifically caused you pain in connections. Perhaps it's that you like to see the best in people, but remember, when we do that, we're projecting our own vision or ideas onto that person, and we potentially aren't seeing things that we need to see. So Spirit is saying take action towards that, and understanding what those patterns are, and then and resist connections that are patternized in that way, right? 7 of Wands here. I feel like it goes along with that. This is opportunity for growth and further understanding of the self, so that this doesn't repeat, right? All right, Pisces, very interesting. I hope that this helped you in some way. Take care.